Good morning, guys. How you doing this morning? I'm one day away from the infusion, so I'm moving a little slower, but I'm doing all right. I got a lot of stuff for you this morning. We'll do a little bit of show and tell. I'll talk a little bit more about some AD&D, and I got a whole bunch of Dragonlance stuff to show you. I don't think I'm going to run out. I can guarantee you that. Just bear with me anyway. All right, well, let's turn the camera around here. All right. And I've cleaned off my table somewhat. Oh, and take a look at this. Mm. You'll notice I had to figure out where to put my glass tokens so I didn't break them when I moved them. So I repurposed an instant ink box and stuffed it with some cotton. And there you go. It keeps them from rolling around. I got 2 boxes of the darn things. Pretty damn cool, huh? All right, let's go ahead and set this up here. And I'll see the table here. There we go. That'll work. You can see it. At least you can see what I'm doing anyway. And I'll move it in if I need to, or move the laptop around. I think we're doing all right. If anybody comes in, you can say hi in the chat. I don't know. I don't think I'll have anybody that I know of. Not really worried about it. I just stream and then people watch it afterward. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Back when my internet connection was kind of spotty, that's all I could do. I could record and then whatever. But now I'm live this morning. Okay, guys, let's see what we got here. Let me clean off the table here. I got inches and inches of shit this morning. Okay, let me show you this. This is cool. Let me get to where I can get a view of what I'm looking at here. I should have moved my computer around when I did this. All right, guys, we're going to set the camera on the map. Yeah, look, it's the great big old Dragonlance hex map that came in the box set. I haven't had that damn thing out in years, so it's nice to put it on a piece of glass. Then we'll take my glass tokens and I'm going to move them over to the side. I try not to spill them. Just going to set them right there. I'm going to This is the player's handbook and all that. We're going to pull that out here in a minute. I realized that when I did the stream the other day that I probably didn't make any sense when I demonstrated the simple procedure of making an attack roll. So I'll try to clear that up this morning. Okay. So, and try to go slow, at least so you can understand what the hell I'm talking about. Like I said, guys, I'm just getting my feet here, figuring out what I want to do. All righty. But as you can see, this is the map. Let's go ahead and move her down here just a little bit. You might be able to see this. I'm going to watch the camera here. I'm looking at the camera, see if you can see this. You should be able to see it. There it is. Just like that. That glass surface, it'll hold that camera. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now, what's so damn cool about having the glass over top of this, the painted glass? See, now it looks shiny. It looks like it did in the box set. You notice, if you ever notice the box set, here, I'll show you the picture here in just a second. Hold on. Let me grab a couple of things. We're getting stuff together here, guys. We'll be all right. All right, we're going to take the original dice. It's my original dice bag. It's got my original second edition dice that I bought at Walden Books back in '94. Walden Books was a good store. You can definitely tell your age if you shopped at Walden Books, man. It was the shit in the '90s. Every mall had one usually. I think they were bought out by Borders or Barnes and Noble, something like that. Um, I'm guessing. Okay, let's see here. I'm hoping that I'm coming in here and you can hear me. If not, we're gonna be in trouble. All righty. Let's see here. They tell me there's no audio. You did all this shit and there's no freaking audio. Oh boy, that would suck. That would suck, wouldn't it? It'd suck a bastard. All right, let's see here. Got my whiteboard marker. Got my fine tip pen. Ultra fine tips. Ultra fine tips are good. You want some of these right here. Look at this. See? You have to mark something. You can go Taz. Like Taz. That's what I like about that. Ain't that cool? If you can write on that. And then, so simple as that. Erase it. Get your little tokens. It's coming together, y'all. It's really coming together. Let's grab the normal ones here. We'll grab Tanis. We got one of Taz. See, I got two of Taz. I got several of Taz. I use my favorite one of Taz. Well, I just use his face right there. That's my favorite one of Taz. This one's okay, but it's still got them imperfections on it. I think when I put it underneath, I probably need to redo it. Looks like he's over on the island there. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got Goldman. We got Flint. We got Caroman. We got all the people that live in Solace, at least. There's the big three anyway. Goldman, Riverman, the Plainsmen, so they don't live in Solace. But we got all the main people. Anyway, Sturm, he did too before he got killed. Where the hell is Sturm? Is next question. Good question there, Sturm. There we go. Pretty darn sweet. Oh, yeah. It just looks so immaculate. I've just been sitting back and admiring. I'll sit and stare at it for days going, you know what? 14-year-old me will be just absolutely gaga right now. It's just so cool. So cool. Yep. Okay, this hex map, the way that it was explained to me in the book, I'll go over it in a minute. It talks about it in, oh, where the hell is it? Okay. You need this book. Well, let me adjust the camera here. Okay. You need, there we go. It'll work. It'll sit. It's fine. It'll sit. There we go. I think it'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. There we go. It just takes me a second to get all my shit acclimated. Pretty cool. Okay. You need this to be able to use this map. Okay. This came with the box set. Oh. You know me. I get distracted. So sometimes I lose my train of thought and I'll meander off into something. I'm just like a kinder in that respect. Okay. You'll notice how this thing looks all shiny. All right. On the original back of the box, I don't know if you can see it here, but they showed that. You might be able to see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see how shiny it is on the board? I don't know if you can see that because the camera's not really focused, but you can see the reflections of the marker standing up there. That's the only way I could fathom it could be that way unless it was clear plastic. This is paper. The other side of it is a great big old map of Ansalon. So just wanted to point that out. I'm going to stick this back in there. This is the Heroes of the Lance box set. This is the one that come out in 92. Okay, let me explain to you. All right. When Dragonlance was released as a role-playing supplement, it was not exactly 100% concrete. You had the original modules, which were these. Okay, but this was first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, now with that said, by the time that second edition rolled around, they didn't really have anything based on the books. They had like the Time of the Dragon box set and things like that. It was like Taladaz, but they didn't really have anything where people could play the books. And so that's where the modules and shit came in, the later stuff that was added, like the box set. I was a latecomer to that. Like I said, I bought my shit in about 94. So this was published in 92. Margaret and Tracy had left the company by then. So they didn't have a whole lot of input on it when it was released. But it's still a good box set. I love it. I've been messing with it for a little off of 30 years. So it holds a special place for me. I can't just toss it aside. That's for damn sure. All right, what else we got here? Show you my other D&D book collection here. Let's see. We got. Yes, I do have them. I know I didn't show them on the other stream, but got the Monstrous Manual and the Dungeon Master Guide. You know, pretty standard stuff. Not hard at all. Yep. All right. I was reading up on mages. If I got anything here. No, I don't have anything here. Oh, I got something else to show you this morning. Da 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 da. How much y'all will guess what the hell that is? Let me take a drink of water here and load my bowl, and we'll go through some of these. Okay, and then we'll mess with this. Okay. All right. Stay tuned, folks. We're ready to rock and roll. Oh, I just got a damn notification. Oh, I hate those. Boy. If y'all are coming in, come on in. Good morning. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. You're going to laugh more than you think today, y'all. I'll tell you that right now. If I'm coming in and there's audio, we're going to have an excellent damn time. I'll tell you that right now. All right, just bear with me. I have to keep my robe tied on. I feel like the dude in the Big Lebowski. Lebowski. I am the Lebowski. I'm the duder. Yep, I am the duder. What about hooking the light up? Letting you watch the pretty colors. All right. Move this aside for just a second. It's a lot of cards, ain't it? These are exactly what they look like. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons collectible cards. I got a whole bunch of these off of James Payne, fellow I went to high school with. Yeah, we're all right, James. If you see the stream, we're cool, dude. I just didn't want anything to do with the drama with your old lady. That's all. It's all good. Anyway, back to this. That's who I got this from. He traded me the Complete Ninja's Handbook for this and some other stuff. I think it was some magic cards and some other stuff. But I think it was a fair trade. Wasn't too bad. The Ravenloft card. They got it for Ravenloft. They got it for Spelljammer. They got Dragonlance. The Hand of Vecna. Pretty cool, huh? We'll go through these. We'll go through these, I promise. Um, we'll have plenty to talk about. But I wanted to open that up and give you a small little taste of that. Pretty damn cool, huh? Let me turn them around here. There you go. Turn them that way. There you go. See? Now you can see them. Look at the artwork on these things. I mean, they're pretty sharp. But I got a ton of these things, man. Got a whole bunch of these things. Really good art. Um, there's a girl. I think she goes by the tag Creeping Darkness on Instagram. She does a lot of art that looks a lot similar to stuff like that right there. That artist. I think that was Carol Heyer, is who that is. Um, but that's pretty darn cool. We'll look at that here later. I promise. Okay, I'm gonna shut this up here for just a second. One thing at a time. All right. Hmm. I got to thinking, why don't mages have an attack roll for their spells like fighters do when they go to make an attack? Now, granted, mages do make attack rolls, but it's based on the Thaco, and it's usually with a physical object. They usually don't make attack rolls for spells. Okay. I always figured that spellcasting ought to have some kind of arcane thing where you have like a dice pool, and let's say that once you cast the spell, you make howsoever many percentages in a dice pool, and it amplifies the effect of the spell where it varies. That would be kind of cool. Or you just give it a different hit matrix system as opposed to like hitting somebody's armor class. You're basically using magic instead, so you would use a different system. But I think that would work instead of just waiting around for initiative. Because really, just a spellcaster is okay. I'm casting this spell. Okay, roll for initiative. You get to cast the spell if you roll the initiative first. If it gets interrupted or you get hit, the spell fails. That's pretty much it. And that's for some, that's kind of boring and that kind of sucks. I think it sucks anyway. So I always wondered, if you should have a roll system for casting spells. And really, you just use it like the Thaco system. It's just for mages instead. You could do something special for thieves as well. Set up some kind of matrix or some kind of little special hit system or some little roll system that they can do, that makes it a little bit more interesting. Spell casting, for the most part, you have to rely on the rest of the party to protect you, especially Raceland's ass. Yeah, he can annihilate an entire crew of Draconians, provided he makes the initiative roll. But don't you want to add a little bit of element to it? Or think about this, all right? Maybe the mage has one little special attack he can use. It's not 100% handy, but maybe he can roll like a 2d4 or a d4 for damage. He can like cast a small fireball just as his basic attack, each round, and he does it. It's just like a hit. You calculate like a 2-hit roll. Simple as that. You tell. I'm smoking. All right. There's Dragons of Despair. We got our little Dungeon Master sheet here. Some stuff I downloaded. My mouth is a little parched. I'm going to take me some water here. Tired of talking like I got my mouth full of cotton. Okay. There we go. I was a little bit parched. Yesterday, I posted some footage of Dragon Strike and Shadow Sorcerer. I got them off of GOG. They are on the Silver Box collection. You can actually get them now. Not too bad. I don't know if anybody's here in chat. You're in chat, say hi. Leave a comment on the video later after this post if you want. We'll stream for a little bit anyway. While I have a coherent thought, while I'm feeling okay. As the fusion starts to wane, guys, I tend to get tired and I lay down and take a nap, and then I get back up and I do it again. I'm like an old person. I'm 40. But no, it's mostly my illness. I have to pace myself. That's all there is to it. Simple as that. Yep. Whoever's coming in. All right. Let's see what we got here. We're going to set this over here. We're going to set these down here. Whoop. So don't get them all over hell and half of Georgia. I got a little short story here. Hell, I might read that. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. My nose itches. Okay. So over the side for just a second. Trying to wipe the morning gunk out of my eyes. My eyes are horrible. How about that? You get up in the morning, they're all scummy and icky. I hate that. I can barely see as it is. Okay, where's my... I use my back scratcher, but I can also use it as a... Of course, I don't know. I think using this probably works a little bit better. It's a little softer. Using these can scratch up the damn pointer, so I use this. This tends to work a little better. You gently slide it across. Which do you think would work better? This tends to make it... Sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It's irritating. Plus, it marks up my glass. I don't want to do that. I mean, it's got an extender on it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I can grab stuff if I need to. You have to be careful with it. But you can mark up the glass using that. Might need to put some felt tip or something on it. I don't know. I could probably put some... Well, no. Then it would cease to be a back scratcher. This is actually a back scratcher is what this is. This is for when I can't reach the top of my head when I'm locked up. My bones locked up on me. When I can't walk. All right. But, let's see here. It's got, and there was a whole damn thing laid out about who's who, what's what. This wilderness map, it's kind of funky. We'll take it here. All right, guys, I'm still here. All right. All right. The wilderness map, as you can see. I think you can see it. Okay. It's Crystal Mill Lake. I'm looking to see what all we can see here. Okay. Yeah, we got a good view. All right. Number 27, that's Zach Saroff. Okay. That's actually where this is supposed to be on the map. I don't know how much you can see on this map. I'm going to look at the computer here in just a second. I got to whirl my computer around here just ever so slightly without knocking off the damn webcams and shit. Just bear with me just a second here, guys. There we go. Hey! Now I can damn well manage this freaking stream. I'm good, guys. I'm real good. Now that I can actually see what I'm doing. See, we get adjusted, we get acclimated here. I had to be able to see the computer. I was having to turn to the side and couldn't see where the fuck I had my camera pointed. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Alrighty, let's see where I want to put this. I can swirl this sucker around too. I think where I had it was okay. Oops. I think the way I had it was okay. That'll work. I don't want to get too damn fancy with it if I don't have to. We'll get it until we get it right. That's what we're going to do. We'll get it until we get it right. I don't have a live audience right now to help me, but that'll change eventually. You know why? Because I'm determined. Right now, I'm just having fun. It looks good. This is basically what I'm doing, guys. I'm just basically testing this out on a stream just to see what I got here. And so far, so good. Would you like to join a Dragonlance game? Let me know in the comments. Hell, we'll see if we can't set something up. I'd like to. That's no fancy smancy shit, but I'm a pretty simple person. I don't go for elaborate setups. I honestly don't know. You know, I got so many ideas about what I want to do at a table and what I don't want to do and all this other stuff. You know, to be quite honest, it's sky's the limit, man. There's all kinds of stuff we can do. I really like it. You know, it's really cool. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm looking here to see what. I'm trying to see how much of this map I can get in the camera here. I'll get it positioned eventually. And later on, I'll look at the screen for reference when I go to watch it, when I go to play it back, so I can see. Because I don't have a live audience to help me test this shit out. But, like I said, that should do, at least for a little bit anyway. Looks okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so. Yeah, that's close. All right, well, that'll work. Yeah, because I'm looking at the numbers backwards. That's what it is. Which is fine. On my screen, anyway. Okay. All righty. Let's see here. We're going to pull up the part of the Dragonlance book which talks about this shit. Since I can find it, here we go. Okay, using the adventure map and the talents cards. Now, when I was a kid, this often confused the hell out of me. I can definitely say that I had to read that over 1,000,000 times just to get it through my head what the hell they were talking about. I mean, it really was frustrating for me to an extent, you know. I was a poor math student. Wasn't that great at math. But really, there's nothing hard about that because, I mean, it's just simple adding and subtracting. And if you don't need to, just get a fucking calculator. We live in an age now where it's not really that much of a big deal. And get this gunk out of my eyes. Hold on just a second here, guys. When I can't see, it's a big problem. Okay. All right, I moved stuff over to the side. The reason being is I'm going to slip this right over here. Yeah, I think you can see it. All right. Now, this should be the right side when you see it on your screen, hopefully, because it's reversed on mine. All right. And this is, yeah, how to read the map. Okay. Now, the way this map works, all right. Let me load the bowl here before we start this shit. Now, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this right, and I'm going to make sure that we're get a little bit of silly salad here, okay? Hiccuping. That's what happens when I talk a lot and I forget to drink water. Just bear with me, y'all. We're having fun, ain't we? This is a hangout screen, which is what we'll do. We hang out. This is like you come to visit. We just in a big old room. Imagine you sitting in my room and we just hanging out. If you came over to play D&D, which is highly unlikely, I have an autoimmune, guys, so it's highly unlikely that I'll ever have anybody in my house. I would love to sit down to an actual table, but seeing as I have an autoimmune, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that. But that's why I'm doing this, you know. Trying to do something with it anyway. Feet would stop itching. I'm just saying here, guys. Loading the boat. I'll be right back. Okay. I just don't load it on camera. That way they don't get pissy with YouTube. You know, it helps. I can talk about it, but showing it's a different thing. But I can guarantee you, I'm smoking on some Soulmate. It's called Soulmate. It's a hybrid. Good stuff. Ain't bad at all. I smoke a lot of weed, though. I probably smoke more than I should. But I'm grateful to have it. While I'm going through these infusions, it's like chemo. So, you know, hey, it's it can get pretty rough. I'll tell you that right now. It's no joke. It can get real rough. I'm still here. All right. Okay. All right. The way this thing is set up, outside of a certain square ratio is like 2 miles. Yeah, here it is. 100 feet in solace, and 1 hex is equals 2 miles out in the country. It's right there where Crystal Mill Lake is. You can see it sitting right there. I figured it was marked on the map. Well, shit, I didn't need the book for that, did I? Ha! Here I had it stuffed up in your face for all that time. Okay, well, anyway, this map is marked with these locations. And let's see here. We want to go to, I guess, Solace. Well, okay. Like 17, Crystal Mere Lake. The venture description describes it as mood, unpredictable, response, indifferent. Description. The blue waters are clear and deep, marked by the silver flash of darting fish. The lake's mirrored surface ripples with small motion, a calm before the storm. So, if you got everybody in that boat, remember they were in a boat, and Cameron decided he was going to catch a fish with his hands, and he ended up tipping the boat over and dumped them all out. Yep, they all went and got him a boat, set it out on those, and went for a little boat ride, had the kinder with them. Yep, they got him a little boat, set it on the ocean. Unfortunate to them, Cameron decided to catch him a fish, and he managed to capsize it. And poor Flint barely made it to shore. Now Flint won't mess with boats. He hates boats. He won't go anywhere near a boat. Yep. Flint absolutely freaking despises boats. He won't even go near a boat. See, I'm testing here to zoom in on a camera when I have to. And this is basically what I'm doing, guys. I'm testing to see, how good my camera is as far as when I can pivot and show my players and what we're doing. My idea is I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Discord. And I'm pretty much going to, this is what my players are going to see. I talk, I read it out. When they need to roll something, they keep them a notepad and a pen and a piece of paper and a set of dice with them. Might have an additional camera set up. Somebody is an assigned roller, and that person will specifically roll the dice. It'll be on a piece of felt, and we'll see what the dice roll and all that. There's ways to do it. There's all kinds of ways to do it. But that's my setup. That's how I'm going to do it. I can't play any music. I'd get demonetized. Actually, I'm not monetized anyway. But I don't want to get a copyright strike. For playing copyrighted music, you can still get fucked with. I could probably find some public domain shit or something, but not sure what. I could use Kingdom Come Deliverance. Of course, I don't know. I think it'd probably get in the way of the audio. I'm not real sure. I guess we could test something out on the TV, but I'm not pointing it toward the TV. I'll tell you that right now. I don't really want to get in trouble for playing music because that's that thing. It seems to be able to pick up if you're messing around and playing music. It can identify what the hell you're playing, and they get onto you for that because they used to do that in the Fallout 4 videos. So I don't do that. The hell's this malarkey? Hold on just a second here, guys. I'm checking. I think we're still here. Yep, we're still here. I got the farts this morning. Not that you needed to know that, but I do. It's okay. Toast, toast, toast. Okay, there you go. See, I got this thing that It'll pick up. It's just that I don't know. I need to test that again. See how much this mic actually picks up. Does it pick up here? How much do you pick up, Mike? How much do you pick up, Mike? Toast, toast, toast. There it goes. I don't know. It modifies itself. So there's my Elmore painting on the wall. I love how it looks. I'll show them to you again if you don't remember. There's the other two. Yep. Yeah. Taz, you'll notice he's breathing his breath out. Looks like he's been smoking on something too, huh? I got video games. I got all kinds of shit to show y'all. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick my nose on the freaking cam. The last thing you want to see is up my nose. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do too much of that. I promise. Okay. Move this out of the way. Set this right back here. There we go. I done got it, moved it, and now it's all funky. That's my favorite word, funky. It's all funky. I'll have to adjust that here in a minute. It's not exactly 100% stable. But what you think so far, guys? That worked pretty good as a role-playing rig? Leave me a comment in the comments down below, okay, on the video. It's basically just a pane of tempered heavy glass. It's safety glass. It's actually designed, it's one of those things that you designed, it's designed to be sit on. It's covered with a pillow, but it's like a see-through glass seat cover. I don't know. They use them for patios or shit. I don't know. They're usually weird. But they're heavy glass. That's what it's designed for. You do your 360 map there. I'm just moving the camera around to see what all it does here. But this works perfect for this. It's not bad at all. And then the glare, I could close the window and stop the glare if I need to. Just a second. We're testing this out. That's what we're doing. We're just testing our mobilities and shit. Little odds and ends like that. Looks pretty good, don't it? Alrighty. Okay. I have a hard time standing up. I'm one day away from an infusion, so my infusion usually runs out. I have a hard time standing. It keeps me going, but there's a drawback. You know, there's a give and a minus. There's pluses and minuses to it for sure. Okay, let me grab this. Pull this curtain shut. See, I can't reach, so I have to use a special tool that will help me grab. I am disabled. Okay. What's that look like, guys? It's not really in the way. They don't look to be in the way. For the most part, it casts some shadow, but not too much. You can always put some in. Well, no. You can see that pretty good. It don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all. Ouch. That hurt. Set that over there. Poor Robbie's art's getting all banged up. What are you doing tomorrow? That don't look too bad. Don't look too bad at all, really. I mean, you can move it in if you have to. Just being able to see it, the light near it. Of course, I got a light. I got a portable light. This thing is solar, and it disconnects if I absolutely had to for lighting. And this is the best kept secret right here, because this thing plugs up with a USB. It hangs right over my bed. I had mentioned this to a friend of mine a long time ago, but oh boy. Okay. Had to get the light first. Hold on a second. Bing. Another light. A second here, guys. Let me move it in here. If I need additional light. Whoa! Shit. Just about ran my chair into the fucking, broke my damn knee. Shit. Okay, if I need an additional light, I got this thing. It's a USB. There we go. See? Put it over top just like that. And I can move it. I can hang it if I have to. But as you can see, if you need additional light, pretty damn sweet, huh? But that'll work for what I need anyway. Pretty darn sweet. Yeah, it's USB. It just clicks on and off, and you can plug it into a solar thing and it'll charge. But it just clips on and you can just hang it anywhere. Works pretty good. I like it. Works for what I need it to work for anyway. Okay. But let's see here. All right. Let's say that they go to the beach. So let's set up a scenario here, guys. I promised you some D&D, so I'll set you up a scenario. Okay. This is, I would say, before the companions, before they went off for the 5 years. So you got all of them there, including Tanis. Okay. So it's basically the boys. You got Tanis, you got Flint, you got Taz, you got Caraman, Raceland, and Sturm. Okay. Basically, that's the gang right there. Now, granted, they're not going to take up that whole space. As you can see with a hex, but so that sometimes that makes it a little odd. See, what you would do for this map right here, you would have your party just as one. So if it was just one person, you would only have one hex, because obviously this is an overland map. These tokens would really only go over here on the battle grid side. I don't really have a battle map set up, but you can always set something up. It ain't no big deal if you wanted to take it and flip it, whatever. I can honestly put something out on a piece of paper and slip it under the glass if I need to, rather than have to worry about that. You just take a 5x5 grid or whatever and muck it up, or a 5x10 grid, whatever the hell, and put your mat out, put it away when you're not doing combat, and that's pretty much it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, get your hands off them tokens, boy. All right. So the idea is, if you're traveling, you use one token for the overland, and you use many tokens for your battle map. But let's just say that it's Taz traveling by himself. Okay, we got our little Tasselhoff, our little Kinder. He's visiting the beach. Okay, he's right here. That's where he's at. Let's just say, for sake, we'll check around the map. I got to find out where Flint's at. I think he's over here, somewhere in the his house. Their houses are marked here. There's the end of the last home. Da 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 da. I got to figure out what number it is, but it's there. We're at Crystal Mirror Lake. We're at number 17. So right here, actually. So we're on the other shore. We're at the, I guess it'd be the northern shore of Crystal Mirror Lake. Because this is the entrance right here. So he's right at, because there's a dock. Yeah, the Kinder would be at the dock. He would. He'd be assing around at the dock. 34. Yep, let's see here. They don't have that. Some of these are consecutive. But anyways, Crystal Mirror Lake is described as the blue waters are clear and deep, marked by the silver flash of darting fish. The lake's mirrored surface ripples with small motion, a calm before the storm. It says here that friendly fishermen and doughty boatmen ply these waters during the daylight hours. Wicked winds whip up waves during the evening. The fishermen willing share rumors or a bite to eat, but will not join an expedition. The boatman will negotiate the PC services in return for payment. Tales tell of a monster dwelling in the depths of the lake. In truth, a holderfolk with mastery over water. She is capricious by nature, enamored by handsome men, tipping their boats so they may join her in the depths. She may masquerade as any monster made of water, mist, or ice. She also summons storms on a roll of 3 or less on a 1d10. A storm may capsize a boat, a wisdom check, or wash someone overboard, strength or dexterity. In other words, your character, if it was during a storm, they'd have to make a wisdom check to see what they would be able to do to keep a boat. They'd have to have skill with a boat, basically. But you'd either roll a strength or a wisdom check, ability check, basically. Taz, I don't know how much he knows about sailing. I guess he does have some knowledge of sailing, but he's been in a boat before. Of course, he's also been in a couple of boats that sunk too. Guess it counts if you sunk in, if you were in one that sunk and survived. Oh boy. Let's see here. Shit, where in the hell is that? Oh, here. As usual, I got it all the way back here. I got to reach under here and grab it. That's what she said. Let me get my shit together. Here we go. Got to grab the character cards here. Through my road map from my bed and everything else. Okay. All right. This is the original map. Now, as you'll notice here, okay, you see that little blue spot that's inland there? That's Crystal Mill Lake, okay? This is a wider map of that. All right, as you can see. See right there? Okay. Right there is where we are right here. Okay. Just to give you a perspective of where we're at on the map. Okay. Zaxaroth is to the east. Okay. Should have said it right there. I can set it right there. Okay, I'll show you. All right. Might as well. Anyway. All right. We're looking at a map here. All right. Same thing. All right. Northeast, west, blah, 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 blah. I'll set it in front of here just for a second so you can see it. Okay. I guess you can see it. I hope you can see it. Maybe. All right. See that? All right. That's what we're looking at right now. Okay. Okay. Zaxaroth is number 27. It's right here. It's to the east. To the east, right there. Okay. Number 27. I guess you can see it. Sort of. Yeah, it's right there. Dun, 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 dun. And see, that's cool too. You can mark these down. See, this is where this comes in handy. Watch this, guys. This is the reason why. It's not marked and you gotta constantly consult a fucking map. Fuck that. This is what I do. Okay. So we've got number 17. So I can freaking mark this son of a bitch. I can put, how's it spelled? C R Y S Crystal Mirror Lake. Hell, you can even draw on the fucking map and make it look like Tasselhoff drew it. You see there? Pretty damn cool. And you do that with ultra fine tip dry erase marker. Pretty much, okay? And see, that's where that comes in handy, okay? Because on this map where it's not marked and you got to constantly consult that to see what the fucking location is. I mean, it's done that way reason so the players don't know. But if you're pointing this shit out to them, and most people, if they're familiar, see right here, you can put big black dragon. See? Sam. And yeah, I got colored markers. I mean, I got different colors and shit. I got to reach over there to get them. But see there? I mean, that works. That works perfect. And then all you got to do when you're done is give me that. I keep screwing up and dropping my shit in the floor. Then when you're done, Crystal Mirror Lake. And that's what I mean, guys. Or say you got to plan a method of attack. Once again, if I don't spill my markers here, I'm trying not to spill them. Oh God, I'd hate to spill them because then I got to friggin' reach over and grab all of them. Like I said, guys, you're gonna have a good time. I always make sure to entertain people on my streams. We do a little bit by bit every single day. I promise you. Well, I don't know if I'll be streaming every single day. I stream when I'm able to. I'm disabled, so sometimes my body doesn't want to do what I tell it. That's my problem. Okay. But, say you have to set out a method or a plan of attack. All right, somebody's path. One person goes through. Player one. And then see if it looks like shit, you ain't got to worry about it. You know, you can just pretty much do whatever the hell you want. You know, simple as that, you know. Whatever you needed to do, it'll do. Black works the best. But if you need to make something intricate, you can do that. You just have to remember what surface that you're drawing on. See, like this is easy. This I use for character sheets and stuff. If I have to like write down hit points, you know, like AC4, Lincoln, 19. You know, I can do that. You know, it's not a big deal. Simple as that. And then when I'm done, you know, tick, you know, how many hit points, you know. You know, just theoretical shit like that. Perfect freaking shit. And it's just a nifty little way to do something. I think it works. Yeah, he's running around the docks. That's what he's doing. Taz is running around the docks, making mischief. Being a kinder, as usual. Would you honestly try to babysit a kinder? Seriously, would you want a kinder in your house? The bastards have to be a handful. I'll tell you that right now. Oh boy. Okay. I realized the other day, guys, when we did that Dragonlance stream, I probably wasn't too coherent, especially using new beginnings. We're going to go over how to make a basic attack roll in AD&D. Only this time, we're actually going to have our crap together. Okay? I promise you that. We ain't going to do no stupid BS this time. I promise you. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Okay? All right. Let's see here. What can we do here? Remember here. Pull her over here. Wish they would minimize that. Damn it. Okay, screw it. We got it there. I pull it up when I need it. All right, guys. Let's see here. Make sure I have that on my phone. I'll have to find my phone here in a minute. Well, yeah, that'll work. I'm mumbling to myself, guys. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get a coherent thought here. Okay. Say we were going to set something up to play like the original Wanderlust, right? Well, you got to remember where Flint and Tannis were in their locations. Okay. And when they met Taz, Taz was coming to get something out of their booth, and Flint had gone in the back to take a break. Taz took a bracelet and run off with it. And they chased him. And that was basically Wanderlust. It's a good book. I'll go get it here in just a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dragonlance books. I got tons, boys. Like I told you. There's Kinder Moore. Oh, incidentally, something else I'm going to get in y'all's crawl about here in a minute. And this one I will be completely immovable on. Let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you, okay? I'm going to get out the book and I'm going to prove my damn point too. Okay? While I'm thinking about it. Getting y'all's ass about this one. I'm tolerant of the 5th age and the 5th edition people to an extent. However, I will definitely say this is one aspect that is bullshit. I will not play along with it under any circumstances. All right. Here we go. I got something for you. Okay. All right. Look up here a minute. We're gonna have a. This is the part where Engine has the little fireside chat. Okay. We're gonna have the little Fizzband fireside chat. Okay. There we go. Get my Dragonlance pictures in the background. I know my hair looks like shit, but oh well. Once you got a Dragonlance picture, there we're okay. Just a second. Are we all right? Yeah, we all right. Okay. We good for the minute anyway. Oh boy. All right. Give that light just a little bit so it's not up in your face so much. There we go. Ah, got blasted out. A little bit easier on the eyes, ain't it? Okay. All right. Dragons of Spring Dawning. This was the third book that Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman wrote. Okay. It pretty much wrapped up Chronicles. At the end of Chronicles, Raistlin, Caraman, and Tika encounter some Draconians. Okay. Now, it's the end of the war. They've already been through Naraka. They got rid of the Dark Queen, sent her back to the Abyss. Raistlin's in his black robes. Raistlin's not necessarily a nice guy in the first place, okay? He's done gone over the black robes. He's going to become master of the tower. He's no longer a good guy, okay? However, well, he's still a good guy. See, that's just it, okay? Being a black robe mage on Kryn does not necessarily mean that you go around blasting everything with fireballs, okay? You can coexist with somebody in a good party on Kryn so long as you're not performing anything outwardly evil. There's people who study the darker arts of necromancy and things like that. Now, a lot of times it's discouraged in like communities because they'll burn you at the stake as a witch. You know, some communities that don't understand it at all. But on Kryn, you can be a black robe mage. You're now technically, yeah, you do serve somebody who is possibly in league with the Techesis, but because of what you study, you are considered to have to join an order. You have to join one of the three. But if they're like on sacred ground, like in Palanthus, it's not uncommon for a black robe and a white robe mage to have lunch together, okay, and not kill each other because, okay, they're protected by the conclave, okay? It's an order. They don't fight each other unless it's on a different battleground, okay? That's part of the rules of their order. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So being a black robe doesn't necessarily mean that you're 100% evil. It just means that you're not to be fucked with. Let's put it that way. Okay, let me find it. It's my crawl. My favorite picture. These, you recognize them. Those are draconians. Okay. There are no good. Okay, listen up, fifth age sparkle trolls. Okay. There aren't, I don't even think this is the fifth age. This is just the newer people, whoever they are. There are no good draconians. They're noble draconians. They're dragonborn. They're dragonkin. No, they're not. That's Skyrim. Fuck off with that bullshit. These things, they're evil, okay? They were created from the corruption of good dragon eggs. Now, because of that, they inherited all of man's vices. They're corruptible and they're weak. So henceforth, that's why they would hit on a human woman and make lecherous advances like the Baz, the leakest of them. That's why they make those comments, okay? Even though they can't really mate and they can't reproduce, and they certainly can't reproduce with a human woman, they're still lecherous, okay? They're evil. They're corruptible like a man, so of course, and hence they're weak like a man, so they walk like a man. The term draconian, meaning something that is very rough, something that's unfinished, something that's just horrible, intolerable, okay? That's draconian, draconian measures. That's what that means, okay? Henceforth, if they were nice, they would cease to be draconians. Okay, here's the nail in the frickin' coffin, okay? Just to further back it up, Dragons of Spring Dawning. Here we go. Let me find the page. Let me find the page. I think it's 361 or 365. No. There we go. Since we'll find it. Wait a minute. Soon as we find it. It's right at the end. As soon as I can find it, hold on. Right at the end here. I know it's here. It's near the end of the war. Well, anyway, Raceland kills a bunch of draconians. Tika says, "You didn't have to do that." He said, "Bullshit. They're evil." That's not what he said. Hold on. I'm going to read it to you. I'm looking. I got one eye. And plus, one-eyed man trying to read a paperback book over 20 years old. Okay. Yeah, right before he got on the dragon. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yep. Page 365. Yep. Chapter 14, the end. Page 365. Okay. What is it? Yeah, 365. Okay. Read along with me now. There are no good draconians. Okay, now, here we go. All right. Raceland glanced at Tasselhoff. The Kinder's face had not turned from the light. He gazed at it fixedly. "Fizban," he whispered. "Yes," Raceland replied. "And now I must go." "What?" "But come with me, us. You must, to see Fizban." "A meeting between us would not be pleasant." Raceland shook his head, the folds of his black hood moving around him. And what about them? Karaman gestured at the Draconians. With a sigh, Raceland faced the Draconians. So he just goes, Draconians. Fuck them. Lifting his hand, he spoke a few strange words. The Draconians backed up, expressions of fear and horror twisting their reptilian faces. Karaman cried out, just as the lightning sizzled from Raceland's fingertips. Screaming in agony, the Draconians burst into flame and fell, writhing to the ground. Their bodies turned to stone as death took them. You didn't need to do that, Raceland, Tika said, her voice trembling. They would have left us alone. The war's over, Karaman added sternly. Is it? Raceland asked sarcastically, removing a small black bag from one of his hidden pockets. It is weak, sentimental twaddle like that, my brother, which assures the war's continuation. These, he pointed at the statue-like bodies, are not of Kryn. They were created using the blackest of black rites. I know. I have witnessed their creation. They would have not left you alone. His voice grew shrill, mimicking Tika's. Karaman flushed. He tried to speak, but Raceland coldly ignored him, and finally the big man fell silent, seeing his brother lost in his magic. Once more, Raceland held the dragon orb in his hand. Closing his eyes, Raceland began to chant softly. Colors swirled within the crystal. Then it began to glow with a brilliant, radiant beam of light. Raceland opened his eyes, scanned the skies, waiting. He did not wait long. Within moments, the moon and stars were obliterated by a gigantic shadow. Tika fell back in alarm. Karaman put his arm around her comfortingly, though his body trembled, and his hand went to his sword. A dragon, said Tasselhoff in awe. But it's huge. I've never seen one so big. Or have I? It seems familiar somehow. You have, Raceland said, replacing the darkening crystal orb back in his black pouch. It was a dragon orb. So in other words, he had actually shrunk it down to small size and carried it with him. So he summoned Cyan Bloodbane. Yep. In the dream, this is Cyan Bloodbane, the dragon who tormented poor Lorak, the Elven King. Let me show you what he's talking about. Dragonlance comic books. Hold on just a second. Let me go right over here and grab it off the shelf. I got those to show too. These are the only three that I own. I do not have number 4 and number 5. I wish the hell that I did. Okay. Book 1. Excuse me, book 2. Book 1. And book 3. Okay. Just to recount, the big son of a bitch they're talking about that comes picks Raceland up is a big green son of a bitch. See, he takes that dragon orb. Let's not hold this in front of the camera, can it? There we go. Right? And he summons. This had really good art. I love the art in this. There he is. Well, I loved the art in this one. This was probably one of the best ones. There it is. That's Cyan Bloodbane. It's a dragon. A big one. I loved the art in this one. Yeah. This one is probably my favorite. Yeah, it was put out by DC as well, but they were graphic novels. They were standalone graphic novels. I stand corrected on that. I said these weren't put out by DC. These actually were put out by DC to some extent. See, somebody's got some of these where they've actually got the DC logo on them, and then some of them don't. This was the one that this one got left out in the freaking rain, and when I bought it off of Henry, and he left it out on the path, and I had to go get it, and I had to take it home and dry it out. I mean, shit, dude. This one, yeah, it got wet before, and that took a while. So it's got its own little weathering to it, but it works. Yep, these are Dragonlance comic books. This was what I was exposed to. Okay. This right here, this is what set my little imagination in spin when I was a kid. That's what got my imagination a turning. Right there. When I was a kid. Right there. Pretty cool, huh? This right here. This right here. This and this. Right here. Shaped a very young mind. Okay? Right here. And this. I actually read through this before I read through Dragons of Autumn Twilight, because this was the only one that Henry had. He showed me the picture of Raceland on the front. We were sitting out. Oh shit! I don't know if I ever told this story. Well, I've told it before, but just to recap it, it was late September. We were sitting out. I was sitting on top of an old riding lawnmower that was busted, and he was talking about wrestling. And somehow we started talking about Legend of Zelda or something, or video games. That's what it was. And we talked about Legend of Zelda, and then he talked about Dragonlance. He said, "Yeah, I'll bring some of those over. I got a couple of games. I think it was like Swords and Serpents he had for NES, shit like that. I have a whole bunch of games to show. I got Eye of the Beholder. I got Strahd's Possession. The Stone Prisoner. Yeah, I got Prince of Persia, the second one, and all that stuff. I don't have Al-Qadim. I got the modules. I got some of those. I don't have them printed out. I got some of the PDFs. Yeah. Kendamore was a very good book. All right, what are we looking for here? All right, let's go ahead and put these on the shelf. And I'll do a real quick D&D lesson for you. We'll get out the calculator. Make sure everybody's paying attention. And we'll wrap this up with a real quick D&D demonstration, just a little quick lesson just to show you the basics. And then we'll roll, okay? Okay, what we got here? Uh-huh. My book collection. I'm thinking I thought about doing this separate, but whatever. I could do that as a separate stream, really. I gotta find it first. Ouch. I can barely stand up today, so I'm not moving as fast as I'd like to. These were some of the first Dragonlance books that I ever bought. This one, Brothers Magier, and that one. This one especially, okay, that's the first time that I ever saw Margaret Weiss's name in print. I took that comic book, that third comic book, to Walden Books Halloween night, 1994, and told the clerk, he led me to the back wall, and there was a whole wall of Dragonlance books. And that's how, basically, I started with Dragonlance. By December, I bought the game. Or rather, by January, I bought a game. I bought the box set and I bought the player's handbook. It took me a whole year. I didn't get a damn DMG till about 1997. And finally got one. I got a DMG and a Monsters Compendium. But by then, they were getting ready to go to the Saga system. Now, I've got the Dragonlance Saga system sitting right over there. I'll show it to you here in just a minute. But I wanted to hold these up. These are very good books. But this, okay, this was the Dragonlance that I was exposed to. There was another one called The Companions by Tina Danielle. I'll show you that one here in a little bit. I didn't grab it from the shelf. But these were the Dragonlance books that I was primarily exposed to begin with, okay? So you can understand where I was coming from it. So I don't disparage the 5th edition players. I don't disparage the 5th age players. I got a 5th age box set over there. I'll show it to you in just a second. Let me go put these back on the shelf here. Okay. I have a hard time standing up, so you have to bear with me just a second. Okay. Oh. Yep. I'm live streaming. Not me. I'm live streaming. Okay. Are we going? An old ditches. Something's coming with a hole in the britches. Y'all know I'm a Ghostbusters fan. Okay, obviously. These damn things are too cool. Okay. You know I'm a Ghostbusters fan. Yes, I've got all of them, including the Terror Dog and Zool. Got all of them. I put the dog together, all that. Look at the friggin' detail on these damn things. They're awesome. This is the Plasma series that was released by Hasbro. These are awesome. I got a thing on my phone. It's the Proton Pack. It makes sounds. I got that and the damn trap. Yes, I do have the Ghostbusters RPG. There is a Ghostbusters role playing game, and yes, I do have a copy of it. It's on PDF, but yeah, I certainly do. Okay, I certainly do. Hold on just a second, guys. I got to go check on something. I'll be right back. Oh, I was bumping into shit. I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I'm taking a respite there. You didn't want to have to piss my pants on the stream. And if that mic picks up everything, I definitely didn't want to go over and grab a jug and no. So how's everybody doing today? I ain't had nobody in chat. I'm not worried about it. These streams are basically just to watch, just to, for reference. I'll tell you. All right. And I timestamp mine. Usually, if there's anything important, I'll timestamp it in the video so you can watch it for reference if I'm showing it. And odds and ends like that. This is a hangout. Simple as that. All right. All right. Tina Danielle, the companions. This is the one that Taz gets fed a potion that makes him evil. He also gets his top knot cut off. Sturm actually gets one of his mustaches cut off. So, but it's a very good book. They end up in Taladaz, though. And yeah, he gets captured by the Minotaurs and cut his top knot off. It had to grow back. But yeah, one of the early adventures, they cut his top knot. They cut his top knot. They grabbed the kinder and they cut his top knot off. You don't grab the kinder and cut his top knot off. Why you gotta grab the kinder and cut his top knot? You gotta mess with the kinder top knot. You ain't gonna mess with the kinder top knot. But yeah, that's what I think that fits perfectly. He didn't like the name Kalen or Colin. Said it's stupid. Oh, what do you want to be called? My name's Tasselhoff. He likes my ponytail. Okay. Tasselhoff. Ha ha ha. To humans, yeah, it just meant that it was a horse tail. But to a kinder, he's like, yeah, that's my name. Because kinder. Well, according to New Tales, he was the only kinder that had a top knot. But Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman did not write New Tales. So there you go. But the Kalen thing was in the box set and New Tales. Okay, what are we going to do here? All right, let's go ahead and rearrange the camera back here. Okay. You got counter tables, you got all kinds of shit. Okay, let's see here. I guess we could go through the town here and look around here. Will we be as ties? We act like ties? I was hoping my phone would charge. I got some stuff I can pull up for reference and read off on my phone, but like I said, we're going back to the basics here, guys. Ain't no damn phones. You pretty much got a piece of paper and a PDF printed out, and you slip it under the glass and you read the damn map. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Ain't much to that. Okay. All right. Let's pull up Taz's character stat here. All right. We'll talk about little Taz. Okay, what we got on Taz? We got all kinds of shit on Taz. All right. First off, we'll start with his character card. Okay. Got a front and back here. Okay. Got a whole bunch of these. And then we'll start with his. Since I can find them. Oh, that's a Kryn map. I know what that is. That's a Kryn map is what the fudge that is. Hell, I didn't even know I had that. You end up with shit you don't even know you had. I'll get my shit together here in a minute, guys. Hold on just a second. I'm sorting through it. Because I got these all arranged all funky front and back and weird. Okay, I think this is the way those are supposed to go. Who knows? I put them in one side and then another side and then another side. See? Because I got these, and I've got these all printed out on cardstock. What I'm doing here is I'm grabbing Taz's shit here. Okay. Get his. We got Tika. I got a hex map here that I can use. I'm not real fond of it, but it's okay. It'll do what it needs to do. You can slide it under the glass. As you can see, it's the ugliest fucking map I've ever seen in my fucking life. It really is. Northern Argoth, Southern Argoth, da 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 da. I prefer to have a black and white version of this. See, my printer actually printed it out as a black and white version. I just can't get it to do it. But I would prefer to have it like that. This fucking color looks like shit. Oh, it does, and I can't see it too well. It's contrast. I need to redo this to where I can actually. I don't know. It needs to be highlighted or something because I cannot read that. It's hard as hell to freaking read. Okay, let me get this shit off the table. Okay. Here we go. We got tennis. We got wrestling. We got all here's well. Some of these actually put us front and back. I think Flint's is on the back of that. Yeah, it is. That's right. It was. Flint's was on the back of his. Okay, we'll roll with that. Wrestling and Caraman's was on the back, front and back. Okay, we'll do that too. All right, this is all we really need, really. Tennis and Sturm. Yeah, thought they were handy. Good deal. Hell yeah. Yeah, because Goblin, Riddle, Gilfanis, and Lorana. Yeah. Tika and Elistan. Yeah, because I put them as front and back when I printed them out on cardstock. That helps, trust me. That helps immeasurably when you do that. Okay. Let's see here. And let's see here. Yep. Tasselhoff Burfoot is a Kender, a diminutive race found throughout the world of Kryn. Like all Kender, he left home at the age of 18 because he was stricken by wanderlust, the uncontrollable urge to travel and make the great map of every land. No Kender in Wanderlust has ever completed the great map, but most Kender have great collections of maps, some useful, most obsolete. Tasselhoff is no exception. Taz's map was especially confused by an unfortunate incident with a magic ring of teleportation that kept transporting him to unknown lands without notice. No one but Taz ever saw the ring or believed the story either. Tasselhoff was born somewhere in northern Urgoth and is a member of the Stoat clan of Kinder. His parents traveled in the Haven Solace region where they studied the lives of the plainsmen. What the plainsmen thought of the Kinder is nowhere recorded. Taz acquired skills as a handler, the word thief is considered impolite, and used it extensively to satisfy his curiosity about everything. It was that curiosity that led him to taking a bracelet from Flint Fireforge's stall at a market. Flint was outraged, but Tanis decided he liked the little Kinder, and so they all became friends. Flint, although he has never said a nice word about the Kinder, actually likes him a good deal. Tasselhoff's most endearing and frustrating characteristic is his insatiable curiosity and fearlessness. These traits often get him into trouble. His curiosity frequently drives him to see what other people have in their pockets and packs. Raceland, in particular, hates this, and he can easily forget that he has borrowed a particular item. He collects odds and ends. He will never pass up a chance to acquire a map of any description, and often surprises himself with what he has in his pockets. He loves legends, songs, and stories, and collects riddles, puzzles, and enigmas as avidly as he collects maps. He has a 5% legend lore chance to know something useful on any subject. So a 5% chance on anything. So if you ask him what is Sigil City of the Doors, he might know something about it. I don't know. Supposedly Kinders can't enter Sigil because they're created by the Greystone. They do that. Bad shit happens. They start to change. It affects their alignment. His map collection is varied and mostly useless. Many of his maps are pre-cataclysm. He is likely to collect a map for its beauty as for its usefulness. Although it is hard to get a Kindred depressed because of his fearlessness, Tasselhoff is often saddened by death and destruction and can be in awe of anything truly magnificent. His fearlessness does not keep him from being logical about danger, though his curiosity can sometimes overcome his reason. I paused for a second because my damn foot was itching. About to drive me nuts. Jesus. Okay. Let's look at his stats. Okay, let's get him up here on 10 Hut, little Kinder, 10 Hut. The Draconians are on your butt. 10 Hut, little Kinder, 10 Hut. Where's my light? If I have to, I just turn the light on. We not be outdone, y'all. I said to myself, we not be outdone, yeah. We not to be outdone. I don't know if you see it or not. Shit. Well, see it now because the damn camera just took a nosedive. It's done that several times. I did that when I was trying to record a game. It was embarrassing as shit. I guess you can see that. I don't know how much of this will focus on it or not. I'm guessing it will. Or it should. I don't know if the camera will focus or not. But anyway, guys, I'll point it out to you. We'll figure this shit out. Hold on. Sometimes you just have to back it away a little bit because I know this thing's got an autofocus somehow. All right. Stats right here. Okay. Okay. Now I can see them. See, if I can see them in the screen now, they're not so blurry. If I hold it, if I keep it held just right there. Okay. He's got a strength of 13. Maximum weight allowance is 1,600. Growth per weight, I guess that's what it is. Open doors on a 1 or a 2. Bend bars, lift gates, 4%. I'm guessing that's what it means. There's alternate rules for bending bars and opening doors. Usually they have him roll like a 1d4, and the idea is on a roll of a 1 or a 2, it opens a stuck door. That's what it is. Intelligence 9, he doesn't have any adjustments. Wisdom is 12, no adjustments. Dexterity, he is dexterous, so anything that has a dexterity roll, he can get a defense adjustment or a missile adjustment. If he's using the hoopak, he has a +1 to his hit roll, or his Stako. I think it's his Stako. Defense adjustment is -2. So if he's it's his armor class, it adjusts his armor class. If he's wearing leather, AC of 8, -2. With dexterity adjustment, it puts it at an AC 6. See there? See there? Okay. He's got 15 hit points. He's got the Hoopak, 2 to 5 damage on a small to medium target, 2 to 7 on a large target. Okay. Stako is 19. If he's using his Hoopak, it puts his Stako at 17 because he's proficient at it. This come out a little bit before that, so the stats are a little different. Damage 1 to 6 plus 2. Small 1 to 4 plus 2. That's just damage range. Is what the range of damage that it can possibly do. Okay. Can't do anything above that. Okay. He can do 1 to 6 damage on a small target. He can do 1 to 4 damage plus 2 on a large target. Okay. Thaco, 18. Yeah, say his it changes depending on what he's using it as. If he's using it as a bullet sling, it changes Thaco to 19 plus 2, which is 19. You subtract it from his Thaco. So it's 19 and 18. That leaves 17. It makes it 17. That shows it. I'll show you on the official character card. It does. His other character card for the box set, it modifies the Thaco to 17 by his weapon. Okay. They even put it as 18 here. So whether you use it as a staff to smack somebody with or you use the sling part, it modifies your Thaco when you're doing your hit roll. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. But that's basically reading the stats. Once you learn how to read the stats, you're pretty good. All right. Now, to make, see, your Thaco, your armor class goes from 10 to 0. Okay. Your lower your armor class, the better armored you are. He's got leather armor on, which is AC 8, but he's got a dexterity adjustment, so it puts it at about an AC of 6 because he's quick, he's small. Okay, so he gets an adjustment for that if somebody goes to hit him. But to make an attack roll, okay, let's say that he's all right. We'll have him do a battle here. And we're going to write it out here, guys. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and get him somebody to fight. All right. We're going to get out the markers here. Da-da, 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 da-da. We're going to get out the markers here. Well, shit. Just as soon as I get my bearings here, y'all, I'll be all right. Yeah, I can reenact the battle from the first when Toad, but I don't have it set up for that. I'd have to use a different map for that. I'm just going to do a real quick demonstration. Nothing fancy smancy. Just something to get the job done. Okay. All right. Let's get some dice. We'll go ahead and do this before we wrap this stream up. Because we're at the hour 48 mark. I want to try to wrap it off before it gets to the 2-hour mark anyway. I don't go over 2 hours. I try not to. Okay. All right. At this point, we're going to give him good old standard goblin to fight. All right. He's got a goblin. Okay. Let's, yeah, they got all kinds of little nasty shit that they use. Yeah, we got spike clubs, dart vipers, firebrands, hot coals, slime jars, pole, trial fail. Yeah, I got some nasty stuff here. Okay, here's the stats. We got goblins right here. Okay. So what we got is lawful evil. Terrain is the swamp and the wastes. Frequency is uncommon. Number appearing is usually 4d6. So during the encounter, you would roll 4d6. Yeah. And that's how many. So they show up in a group. Size, they're small. They're only about 4 foot tall. They're as tall as the Kinder is. Hit points a 1-1. They have a maximum of 5. There are one hit dice. One hit dice is usually D4, so they're very small. Usually they only have about 2 hit points, so it doesn't take much to kill them. You can usually one shot them. That's why they're not usually around for a second attack. When you've got skillful opponents like Tanas and Flint, that's why they can one shot their opponents pretty easy, because they make multiple attacks. And usually that thing's dead by the first attack if you calculate damage. So let's see here. It's got a strength of 9, dexterity of 8, constitution of 8, intelligence 5, 10 intelligence. They vary depending on who they are. They'll have a leader. TSC, I think CK. I think it's treasure. Treasure type is what treasure they got. AC is 6 or 10. 10 is unarmored. Okay, 10 is unarmored. If they're armored, they're wearing 6. We'll say that this guy's an unarmored goblin, okay? So if he's got a Thaco of 20 and he attacks with 1d6. So we're going to make this easy on Taz this time, okay? We're going to say that this is an unarmored goblin with an AC of 10, okay? All right? And it's got Thaco of 20. All right. Most shit has a Thaco of 20, so it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. We're going to get our ugly ass little goblin. Okay. I don't know what's going to represent the goblin, but we're going to get Taz up. 10 hut, little Kinder. Okay. He's out in the middle of the square. He's eating a sandwich. There's a goblin that appears. Little ugly little son of a bitch. Okay. He pops up. All right. Ugly little bastard. Okay. Bleh. Nasty little fucker. There's your goblin right there. Okay. There's your goblin right there. Okay. Nasty little fucker. Okay. Now, he's got AC 10. He's unarmored. Okay. He's got an AC of 10. He's unarmored. Okay. And then we got Taz. Okay. Taz. Okay. Now, he has an AC of 6. Okay. He's got an armor class of 6 because he's got a defense adjustment, okay? Okay, because he's a fucking quick, okay? Normally he'd be wearing leather armor, which is an AC of 8. It's adjusted to 6 because he's got a defense adjustment of -2. Armor class goes backwards. It goes from 10 to 0. If he had a 0 armor class, it means he'd be wearing like plate armor, okay? But he's wearing 6. According to this, he's wearing leather armor, okay? Let's have a look again. See there? He's wearing leather armor, okay? I think you can see that. All right, now. His Thaco, because he's using a hoopak, is 17. So we're going to write that down. 17, okay. Now, he's got how many hit points? He's got 15 hit points. Okay. Now, we're going to roll. We're going to give the goblin some hit points. Okay. Now, goblins usually have hit dice. This is a low level creature, so his hit dice are not very large to begin with. The DM before an encounter will usually calculate how many hit points that a monster has. This is so that the players cannot one-shot everything. He can vary the hit points on a monster. Just because something has a range of 5 hit points don't necessarily mean that it does, okay? It's up to the DM as to how many hit points that little son of a bitch has, okay? Doesn't matter. What the DM says goes. Now, let's get our dice out here. We're going to use, for classic sake, we're going to use our classic dice pool. Da-da-da-da-damn. Okay? All right. Classic D&D dice. We got our D20s. Okay. We got a D8. We got a D6. And a D4. Okay. D4 is how many hit points that fucking goblin will roll for. Okay. Or we can roll it. We can be generous and give it a D6 if we want to. You want to give him a D6 on his hit points? Or you want to give him a D4? I think it's just a D4 on his hit points. Okay. We'll see what he gets. Okay. All right. Let's roll and see what his hit points are. And if you don't know their armor class, you can use Thaco minus die roll equals armor class hit. Okay. But, all right, let's see. What's he get? Hey, look at this. He got a 4 this time. All right. We'll give him 4 hit points, okay? We'll give him 4 hit points so Taz don't fucking one-shot him. We'll be generous here, okay? He's got 4 hit points. To his 15, we're being very generous, okay? We're being very, very generous, okay? All right. So then, we're going to do a initiative roll, okay? Now, way back when, in the original dice sets, have a look-see here, you'll notice that there is no fancy schmancy little dice here. Let me show you the difference. The old set versus the newer set. Okay. Drop my damn pen. I'm always dropping shit. Okay. Take a look there and compare. This is the newer set. As you can see, these were not in the original sets. This is a percentile. Okay. You didn't have these before. Okay. And then, of course, you got a D10. See, the percentile normally was what you used when you had to roll. You had 2 D10s of opposite colors. One was a tens place and one was a 1. Okay. This one in particular, see, this one's actually got numbered to 10 on it. And then I got another one that's just numbered to 9, 0 to 9. Okay. So you can do it like that. I forget what it means. But you can do it that way, or you can just roll one of these. Simple as that. Not hard to do. Okay. But this is your workhorse. This is your D20. That's what you make most of your attack rolls with. Okay. Your initiatives are usually done by a D10. Okay. You can roll a D10 for initiative. Or you can use a D8, one of the two. I think I used a damn D8 last time. To roll initiatives. And I didn't even think about that. I was supposed to use a D10 for initiative. And I used a D8. I'll be damned, I'll be damned, I'll be damned. All right. Well, we use an initiative roll. We're going to roll for Taz first. What'd he get? Let's do the roll so everybody can fucking see it. Okay. Everybody see it? All right. He rolled a 7. Okay. And what's the goblin roll? He rolled a 6. Fuck. Taz is going to get pounded. Okay. Goblin goes first. He's got to make a attack against Taz. He goes to swipe to hit Taz in the ass. Now, The goblin has a THAC0 of 20. Okay. 2 hit armor class 0. Right now it has a THAC0 of 20. I didn't even list it down there, did I? Okay. He has a THAC0 of 20. Okay. Okay. All right. 20 minus 6 means a roll of 14 or better. His ass will hit Taz in the butt. So let's see what he's got. So that means during this battle, okay, and so 14 or better on Taz, it'll hit Taz. Okay, I'm fucking dropping my damn shit again. I dropped my eraser in the floor. All right, and then for Taz, okay, he's got a THAC0 of 17, and he's armored. So it's 10. A roll of 7 or better, Taz can fucking smack the shit out of him. 7 or better. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay. So Taz has definitely got the fucking advantage. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Can y'all read that? I guess you can see that. Okay. All right. I don't know what else other than to slip a damn piece of paper underneath. I guess I could do that for just a second. I don't know if I've got anything here though. Let's see here. I don't have anything. Damn it. Slip it under real quick so you could read that. But don't worry about it. You can see it. I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right. Now, let's roll a fucking attack roll because the fucking goblins already won the initiative roll. So, let's see what the fuck he rolls here. Okay. Yep. 14 or better. All right. Let's see what he gets. He gets a 4. He misses Taz, luckily. Okay, Taz gets the hit. Let's see if he can hit. And his is what? A 7 or better. He rolls a what? He rolls an 8. Boom. He hits. Okay. Taz hits. So he rolls for damage. It's on a small target, so it's a 1 to 6 plus 2. Okay. Whatever the fuck. All right. Rolls a d6 for damage. Hit him with a staff. He hit him with 3. Okay. He does 3 damage. Bump. Okay. Goblin's got 1 hit point left. Okay. We go back to the initiative round. Okay. Yep. He's got 1 HP left. Okay. Goblin's just about done for. Okay. All right. We once again roll a d10 again for the next round. Fuck is my d10? Shit. Okay. Roll a d10 again. Since Taz won first, he's going to go first. He rolls an 8. And the Goblin rolls a 7. Goblin rolls again, goes again. Okay, so he rolls again, tries to hit Taz. He rolls a 5. And what did we say? It was 14 or better. He misses Taz. Okay. All right, Taz's turn to attack. Taz attacks with a 13. And what we say, a 7 or better. So Taz hits him again. Boom. Taz takes him out. That's it. He rolls for damage. Doesn't matter what fucking damage. Okay. He rolls a 2. Boom. He took that little bastard out. It's dead. Crack. He kicks the goblin. Do the Final Fantasy music. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, but that's basic D&D in a nutshell. It's nothing real complex, but okay. And then you have, okay, if you don't know the armor class of the enemy, you can use Phaco. Let me show you, because Max has this. Okay, it's a little song with a little music note. Okay, Phaco minus die roll equals AC hit number. Okay. Okay, so now say it to yourself. Thaco minus die roll equals armor class hit. Thaco minus die roll equals armor class hit. Okay, so if Tasselhoff has a Thaco of 17, right? And you're up against a random enemy and he wants to make it challenging. Okay, he wants to switch it up, a little bit, because you get more experience the harder your enemies are. Okay, a lot of DMs will actually calculate it by what type of armor they're wearing, and if you do that in like a tournament play, you'll get more experience depending on what the randomizer is. Okay, but say we'll take a 17, so his Thaco is 17, right? We'll roll. What do we get? We got an 18, right? So if that's a really good one, because that means a roll of one or better makes the hit. So fuck, he won't even have to fucking do nothing. Shit. Oh, look at that shit. Oh, that was a natural freaking 20. Okay, right on the edge of the damn table. Look at that. And I ain't moved it. Okay. Remember, a natural 20 is always something good. If you're doing any kind of like feat or anything that you're doing will succeed on a natural 20. Okay. A natural 1 is always a miss. If you roll a fucking 1 on your attack roll, that means that either you stumble, you do something stupid, a bee stung you in the ass. Usually it's a penalty. If you have that happen during a battle, usually the DM will say that you got something stuck or you dropped something and you're penalized, so you get a penalty to your defense or your attack roll, something. Okay, if you roll a 1 on your attack roll. But if you roll a 20, it's good. So it's a check and a balance. Okay. But remember that. Thaco minus die roll equals armor class hit. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. All right. To do an ability check, like I said, if you want to do an ability check, it's not hard. All right. Taz has a dexterity of 16. Okay. So say he's juggling something, or like I said, the other example, Flint throws something at him like a brick and he has to dodge it. So, come back here with my bracelet, you doorknob. Flint throws a brick. Taz rolls a 14. Hey, he dodges it. He rolled a 14 because if his dexterity is at 16, means 16 or lower. Okay. Ability checks go backwards. Okay. Let's double check it. Make sure. Let's double check it and make sure. Okay. Let's point it out. What you want to bet I'd make an ass out of myself again? I've gotten confused on it too. Uh-huh. A roll that is equal to or less. Yes. Okay. An ability check. A 1d20 roll against one of your character's ability scores modifiers may be added to or subtracted from the die roll, and a result that is equal to or less than your character's ability score indicates the attempted action succeeds. Equal to or less. Okay, there you go. And I rolled a 14, remember? Okay, there you go. Your initiative. Initiative roll. Let's attack first, stood by the lowest roll on a 10-sided die. All right. Pretty cool, huh? All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed my little Dragonlance stream. We'll get on and do something a little bit later. I'm not going to stream again today. Might get on Twitch. I don't know. I do all kinds of stuff. I post videos. I do all kinds of stuff. If the mood strikes me, it's just how well I feel. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll holler at you later. And I thank you guys. By all means, subscribe, share this stream with your friends. Help me out. I'm trying to get some stuff going. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it. So I'm thinking it'll be all right. All right, guys. AD&D 2E, forever we will be. It looks so pristine. All right, guys, you be good, and we'll holler at you later.